Hi everyone, Donna here. Thank you so much for joining me today on my YouTube channel on beauty. We're going to be doing a makeup tutorial today using the products that I got in my ice cream box. And I can close it so you can see the front of it. Here we go. So we're going to use that, and it's got some really nice products in it. I've already cleansed my face, so I will start using a mask, and then we will be doing a nice eye look. And we got some nice products. We got eye candy, and we got the eye candy in like a gold and a purple. So we're anxious to try that. We got 3 palettes in this box. There's a purple highlighter palette, and it can be used as eyeshadow or highlighter, and that is this one here. And it's very, very nice looking highlighters. And again, some of those can be used as eyeshadow. I think we're going to try for a purplish look today, so we'll see how that goes. This one here is a contour palette, and that is what we have in there. So we'll also be using the contour palette today. We don't always do a contour in our videos, so this will be an opportunity to do that. And then we also got, yes, we got 3 palettes in this box. Is that awesome or what? We got an eye palette. When I can get it out of the box, I'll show you. And the palette is called The Moon, and it is a very rather neutral palette. So you can see there without the glare. So we'll be using that one as well. And then we will be using a Milk Makeup Mascara that we got in our Beauty Fix box. That we are, Mary liked the mascara quite a bit, so we thought we'd go ahead and use it in this video as well. So, I'm going to start by seeing how this Earth Harbor Refining Enzyme Mask works. It's called Glow Juice, and it has red seaweed and fruit enzymes in it. And let's see, they'll tell us here. This can be used all over as a mask or as a spot treatment, so that's nice. This mask can help with dull skin, redness, acne, pores, and excessive oil. So what I have that's on that list is I have a lot of the redness, the rosacea on my face even after cleansing. So I'm going to go ahead and put this mask on. Apply to clean skin, leave on for 3 to 4 minutes, and then rinse. So I've already cleansed, so I'm going to go ahead and apply it. Oh, look at that. It's like a gel, like kind of a gel. Just seal off here. And I'm not sure how much we're supposed to put on, but let's see. I don't know what happened to my little makeup spatulas. I think I might have given them to my friend, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this mask on. And when you're doing your mask, you want to make sure you get it everywhere, including your neck and your décolletage. goes on very clear. It feels really cool and refreshing though. Even though I've cleansed already, I kind of feel a little dryness. So that's why I'm putting on a little bit extra of this mask. Get some on my negligee. Okay. So it's I can kind of feel it tightening up on my skin, so that's a good sign. So I'm going to leave this on for a few minutes and then I'll be right back to take it off. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. It said to leave it on 3+. I could feel it tightening. It was definitely working. I could really feel it tightening. Did you bring the box to show them? So once my face is done with me rubbing on it, it actually does look less red. And I like that. Yeah, because usually when you're wiping with a towel, your face gets red anyway, and I think it's doing a great job with my redness.
Yeah, I think you look way less red.
And especially since I was just rubbing it off.
Yeah.
You know, usually you expect your face to be red because the blood is rushing up to the surface.
Yeah.
But yeah,
looks good.
this is a very good mask. I'll show it to you again. It's called Earth Harbor Glow Juice. It is a refining enzyme mask, and it had fruit enzymes in it and red seaweed. And I could feel it starting to tighten almost immediately after putting it on, which is a good sign, I think.
Yeah, and Eyescream always gives us some really, really good products. So.
Absolutely. And the cost on that mask, if you were to buy it, is $40.
Oh, wow. And we got this box for what, $25?
$25. And so we get the ice cream box for $25, and already we have a $40 product, and we know it works because we just tried it. So there we go. So I showed them everything already.
But we do have a surprise for today's video.
Yes, we do.
We're going to be trying out something else. We usually do this in a separate video, or we usually don't do this with makeup videos.
Yeah, usually we do it on our other channel, but we thought, hey, you guys deserve a treat.
Yeah, so today we're going to be trying the Single Cup Club Gourmet Coffee. We have tried their coffee before. We absolutely love them. They give us some really, really amazing flavors every time. So this month, we have Strawberry Shortcake, Sumatra Select, and Costa Rican. Mm-hmm. So normally we try 2 of the flavors. So today we're going to be trying Strawberry Shortcake and Sumatra Select.
And they're K-cups, by the way.
Yeah, so they're cups. It looks like this. And if you have a Keurig and you want to try some different flavors and things like that.
Or you can have a generic one like I do.
Yeah, or if you have a K-cup coffee maker, these are perfect. And it comes with, I think, 15 for the whole month. And yeah, we really, really love them. They are awesome. And they also sell the cups individually. I think they also sell ground coffee on their website.
There was a paper, you just had it in your hand that talked about all of that, I think.
But yeah, they are singlecupclub.com or at coffeeicon.com. So you can find all your flavors there.
They always include a code that you can use for $5 off a $50 purchase. And there's quite a few of them that we've been thinking about ordering.
Yeah.
Because they're so good. I've always liked Sumatra, so I thought I would try the Sumatra. I like Costa Rican as well. But my father was Puerto Rican, and he drank his coffee very, very strong. So I always think, oh, I don't want my coffee that strong. So I went for the Sumatra. So you want to try that one first?
Yeah, so we're going to try the Sumatra Select.
And that was this one?
It says Sumatran coffee tends to show tremendous character and body, and ours is no exception. So let's try it.
Yeah, it's a very smooth Sumatra. Very smooth.
Wow.
I'll put the information in the description box for you. It is a subscription, but you can also go to the website. So
this is
I'll put that information down below in the description box for you.
This is a very morning type of coffee. Like this isn't. I personally like really sweet coffees. So I picked the strawberry shortcake, and we've done birthday cake before and a couple of different sweet ones we've gotten from them.
Some chocolate was one called Death by Chocolate.
Yeah. So usually I like those kind of coffees, the dessert type of coffees. But this one's really good. This one is like a good everyday.
Yes.
I think this is a perfect have your morning coffee type of coffee. So I really like this. It's smooth. It's not too strong, but not too, you can still taste the coffee flavor. Because I don't like when coffees are so sweet you can't taste it. So, really good. I like this one.
I bet you're really going to love that strawberry.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, the next one we're going to try is strawberry shortcake. It says, buttery shortcake coupled with February's favorite fruit makes for a delectable dessert-flavored drink that is perfect for a Valentine's Day dinner. So, I don't know if this was the Valentine's box, but it does say...
We just got it like a week ago.
Yeah, it does say inside that it's the summer box, so I'm kind of confused on that, but I'm happy to try it. So, and when I was brewing this, I don't know if you smell it. Smell the coffee. It smells like strawberries.
It does smell like strawberries.
The whole kitchen smelled like strawberries when I was making it, so cheers.
Cheers.
Very strawberry-y. It definitely is strawberry. I'm not sure how to feel about it. It's good.
I personally like the Sumatra better.
You do?
But I don't do a lot of dessert type coffees.
Yeah.
My dessert coffee is like a freeze at Dutch Brothers or a Frappuccino at Starbucks.
Yeah. I like it, but I will say that when we had the birthday cake one, that one is my favorite dessert coffee. This one is good. If you like strawberries, you're going to love this. It tastes just like a strawberry shortcake. The name didn't lie.
And my husband says I'm un-American because I don't like strawberries, so.
I like it, but it's not the best one I've had. I like it, though. So.
Not my favorite, but I drank all that she gave me. So it's coffee, okay? Okay, so for the mask, getting back to our tutorial. For the mask, I like that mask. I think it did, for me, what it said, because even now, the redness is not so prominent like it was before I put the mask on. I also like that I felt it tightening almost immediately. A lot of times when you use a mask, you don't feel anything, and it makes you wonder if it's really working or not.
Yeah.
But this one, I definitely did feel it. So I think you would be happy with that mask.
Okay, so we're going to get straight into the eyes today. We're going to get straight to it. So I'm going to use the Moon palette along with, can you get the brushes over there for me? We're going to use our Lorella brushes yet again. We absolutely love them. Thank you, Lorella. If you guys want to see this video where we open these brushes, go check that out.
That came in one of the Lorella boxes, and I think, what was the value of that? Like 50, 60,
yeah,
something like that. That was amazing.
How much did you buy it for? Like 25, 30?
I think the box is 25. Most of the makeup boxes are between 25 and 30. Yeah.
So, We're going to go into this, the Moon palette by Saucebox, and it's super cute. It's a little box. I love this. And we're going to do something neutral for today's look. So I'm going to go into this taupe color with a fluffy Lorella brush. As you can see, it's fluffy. So I'm just going to dip into this taupe color right here. And, you know what? I forgot to put on eye primer. Look at me forgetting all the steps. So first we're going to prime her eyes. And usually I do that with concealer, or sometimes we'll use an eye primer. It just depends on what we feel like.
This is the actual eye primer if you want.
Oh, okay.
If you want to just use the natural.
Yeah, I might use this. Okay, so we're going to use a Pharmacy eye primer. This is just the Pharmacy Makeup Pro 2 Fit eyeshadow primer. It looks like this. And I'm just going to take a flat brush, like so. And I'm going to apply that, pick up some of that product, and put it all over her lid. So I'm putting it from brow bone to inner corner to everywhere, so all across the surface of the lid. I'm also using this to kind of carve out the bottom of her brow. Like so. And I'm going to do that on both eyes, obviously. You want to make sure you get the lash line, like I said, the brow bone. You want to cover the entire eye with this. Okay, so now that we have our primer on, back to what I was saying before, I'm going to take this taupe color on the fluffy brush, tap that a little bit, and we're going to go for a slightly neutral look today. Nothing, we're not going to do any like super bright colors, but I am going to do some glitter and stuff like that, so I don't know if that's neutral to you guys, but that's neutral to me.
To me, neutral is the colors, really, like
Yeah.
the tone colors.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm definitely starting off neutral here. And I'm putting this out in her outer corner just for some dimension there. It is a very similar color to her, what is it called?
Concealer.
The eyeshadow primer?
Mm-hmm. Or primer, yeah, sorry.
Here, could you turn this way a little? Thank you. But I am just putting it in her outer crease area and just blending that in very well into the crease so we can have some dimension there. I love to create dimension in the crease. I think it, especially for her eyes, it just looks really, really good. So I like to build up that dimension there and just really get into the crease. So you're going to make sure you blend that out. You don't want to leave your crease unblended. And I do have a little bit more on that side, it looks like, so.
There was some fallout on this one.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Just we usually like to tell them if we have fallout.
Yeah, so there was a little bit of fallout, but I did pack the brush pretty. I loaded up the brush, so that could be why. But there was a little. I did put more on this eye, and there's a little bit of fallout there. So yeah, I kind of blended it into sort of like the inners as well, but just blended. I don't want to put anything on that inner corner area. Yeah, so as you can see, it's the whole crease I've covered with that color. Next, I am going to add some more dimension. I'm going to take this darker kind of brown color on a flat brush. Hopefully you guys can see that. So it's kind of like a flat fluffy. It's in between the first two brushes that I used pretty much. And I'm just going to take that on the very tip of the brush. I'm going to tap that. And I'm going to focus this right in, and I'm going to make a V. So I'm going to put it right in her inner corner, her outer corner. And I'm going to make a V shape. So I'm going to go right here. Blend that. You want to focus it on just the one area. You don't want to blend it out as much as I did the taupe. And then I'm going to go downwards here and into her lash line to create sort of a V shape effect. And we're going to blend that out with the same brush. And just blend that into the crease. So just to add,
So you can kind of see it. If you look here, you can see that there's kind of a V.
yeah,
Right there. Now this part of the V is a little longer than this part of the V.
yeah.
Okay.
So, and this color is just to add more dimension to make the eyes a little more, give it some structure instead of just having like an all around one color kind of a look. So this just adds shadows into the eyes pretty much. So you can see the kind of shape and what we're going for. So okay, now I'm going to do something different that I haven't done before on this channel. I am going to take this little eyeliner brush, looks like that, and let me remind you, all of these colors are from the Moon palette that I've used so far. I used these two colors already. And next I'm actually going to go in with black. So we're going to take the black and we're going to take the little liner thing, and I'm just going to do a little bit of that on the brush, tap it off because it's dark, it's pigmented, and we are just going to take this right here on the lash line and kind of smoke it out, and we're going to go up into that V shape, so you kind of want to do it like a wing, but we're not actually creating wing liner, we're just doing like a smoky lash line kind of look, and this will add some dimension when we put on the mascara and things like that. And this really separates kind of the look a lot. So it's just a little light, you know, something. A little bit of fallout, but that is to be expected with black eye shadows because they are very pigmented. So I don't know if you guys can see, but we just did that.
You can
And
see
then-
it. It's right. You can. It's just kind of right over the eye, and then it comes up. It's almost like you're using an eyeliner to make the eye shape in the wing,
Yeah.
but you're using the powder, And by using the power, it's not quite so stand out like,
Yeah.
here's my wing.
Yeah. So now we're going to blend that since we want it to be smoky. We're going to take this flat brush and blend out those harsh lines, especially towards like the inner part, because we are going to put some glitter here in the inner, like this area. So we want to make sure that that is all nice and blended out and smoked out. So basically we just did like a smoky wing is what I would call it. And we're going to do the same thing to the other eye. And I took it about 3/4 in, so I didn't go all the way into her inner corner, but I took it about 3/4 of the way, like here. And now we're just going to blend that. You want to make sure everything's blended when you do a look like this, especially when you're using a darker color like black. It can be kind of, black is a tricky color, so if you're going to try this, just less is more and be careful. Okay, so we're going to make sure everything's nice and blended. And as you can see, she has that dimension to the eyes now where it goes whoop. And it just kind of totally changed the look, in my opinion. Like, I don't know if you guys saw before when she had this eye and this eye, but it looked very, very different. So I think that's pretty cool. So I think we're done with the Moon palette. There are some beautiful colors in here, like these shimmers. Oh my gosh, these glitters are absolutely gorgeous. But we do have so many other beautiful glitters. So I couldn't just stick to one palette, of course, because we got 3. So, and then we also got some eye pigments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this purpley colored eye pigment. That's why I was going for more of a darker neutral look, because I know this is going to be very bright. So that's really going to brighten up the eyes, and not to mention purple is her favorite color. So I love to, when we get a purple, I love to use it. So it's literally a loose pigment, so I have to be very careful with it. I would suggest you be very careful with it as well if you're doing this at home. And I'm just going to take this flat, fluffy brush. I cleaned it off from all the shadows that it just had on it. So I'm going to take this flat, fluffy, and we're just going to tap this in to the pigment. So let's see. And all pigments are different, so I'm being very careful with this because I don't know what kind of color payoff, or I don't know how this is going to go.
It almost looks like it could be a little mirrored.
Oh yeah, it's definitely holographic. So I have some on the brush, and I am just going to pat it. Of course, this will probably have a little bit of fallout. I'm shaking it off and none's coming off, but I'm just going to go into the inner corner with this and onto the lid. And actually, it's a little darker than I had expected, which is probably good because I did such a dark look on the eyes. This is probably the darkest eye look we've ever done. Ever. It's almost like a blackish purple. Like, it's very dark. So I'm going to put that pigment here. And I'm just going to put the pigment on first, and then I'm going to blend out with another brush, just because this pigment is so prominent. It's not going to come off this brush until I clean it. So I'm just going to tap that in. And I'm kind of going in like a half moon shape. So we're going to do the same thing over here. Just half moon it. Oh wow, that holographic color is coming through. Okay, so now that we look crazy, we're going to take our fluffy brush. Where did our fluffy brush? Oh, here it is. Okay, so we're going to take our fluffy, like, crease brush, and don't leave it like this because you will look kind of crazy. And we're just going to blend that all out, and wow, that blends really nicely. And we're just going to be careful to keep this in the inner corner, but you do have to blend it out well. So and the pigment is all over her face. And I am going to fix this eye because I love this eye. I think this eye looks really good. But this one is just kind of too high up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to blend the harsh edges on this one and get it to where I want it to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and fix this one. And we're just going to blend. We're just going to blend, and then we'll clean it up. We'll clean up the brow area once it's all blended out. So, unfortunately, it does give kind of like a gray undertone. I don't really like that. This is my first time using this specific product. So, could you write that for me?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't particularly like how the purple pigment blended out. It gave kind of a gray tone and a gray color, which is not my favorite. But if you're looking for like a purpley gray, this is perfect. But I do think a lot of the actual color and the pigment of it kind of faded away. So the eyes did become very purple, like underneath and everywhere. So we're just going to wipe all that out. Look up. And we'll clean this up more in a second with some concealer. But we just want to make sure that all this purple doesn't get into her concealer. Look up. And I'm just trying to be gentle, but also firm because it's stuck on there. So I'm not super happy with this purple pigment. It's alright, but not my favorite. So we're gonna add some glitter in by using this Kevin & Co. highlighting palette. It's absolutely gorgeous. And we're just going to use a color from this palette to give the eyes that glittery effect that I was really looking for from the purple pigment. And I don't know if I might have put too much purple. It didn't pick up that well. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to do it with my fingers. But I am just going to take this like purpley white here, and I'm going to take this on the flat brush, and I'm going to take a good amount of this, and I'm going to pat this, and we're doing white because we really want to brighten up this look. You know what? I might actually use this. I'm sorry, you guys. This white in the highlighting palette is not bright enough for me. Oh, jeez.
like a raccoon.
Yeah. We really have to brighten up this look. I'm really
maybe this one
not.
here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna use.
So
I'm really not happy with
I'm gonna
the.
use this one right here.
It's the color Druzy. Oh, Eclipse.
I
Wait,
think it's Eclipse.
wait, hold on. No, it's Druzy.
Druzy, okay.
I think. I hope. Okay, so I'm going to take this flat brush, and because we really want to pack on this color, I want to brighten up this look. It's
So
too
this is
dark.
a good way for you to learn how to, lighten up a look when it comes out darker than you expected.
Yeah. Because some shadows are different. Some shadows are going to surprise you sometimes. So this is a good way to add some light and some brightness into a very dark look. So I'm just going to I'm taking this stark white shimmer right here, and I'm just putting this directly on the inner lid area, and I'm also taking that into the inner corner, and I'm just doing the whole inner lid, and that, especially putting it in the inner corner, will really, really brighten up your eyes and completely change the look. So we're just gonna pack that on, and you want to really pack it on, like really pack it on, so it can, that color can show through, and it almost looks like a silver on top of this like purpley gray color that we have going on. It almost looks silver. So you can also pat it into if you need it to really be pigmented, or use water and on the brush, and that will make the shadow like a cream, so you can really pack it on. But I'm just patting, basically. And there we go. Completely different look. And that's how but hold on. You can really tell here how much highlighting and contouring really matters, because of just the way this whole look kind of turned out. And it's, like I said, it is the darkest look that we've ever done on here. So I am going to blend out her lower lash line, because she does have some of that. Ooh, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
She does have some of that grayish purple there, and I kind of want to keep it there. So I'm just going to blend that into her lash line. And those are the eyes. They're kind of very like smoky, and that's sort of what I was going for, was sort of like a smoky kind of look. So I'm happy that I have achieved this very prominent silver and sort of purpley, blacky, grayy smoky eye. And I actually think it's very pretty with the white. It looks so much better. So now that we've struggled with the eyes, smoky eyes are not easy, by the way, guys, so use caution when trying this look. And that was a kind of, this box kind of gave me very, like, smoky eye kind of vibes.
Yeah.
I feel like. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that I was able to do something a little different than we normally do. So now I'm going to use the VFX Camera Ready primer by Pharmacy. And I'm just going to take our trusty dusty foundation brush. And I'm just going to put this all over her face and neck. I do this under the eyes as well. Everywhere that hasn't had primer yet, this primer needs to go. So of course we prime the eyes already. And Now we prime the whole face. Here, let's see. Look up. Look this way. Then we're going to put a little bit on the neck. Okay, so now that we have our primer all applied, first things first, concealer. We use the Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer. And this is really going to clean up this eye look as well. Look up. There you go. So I'm going to do one eye at a time so I can focus on cleaning up the eyes. Where's the beauty blender? Can you wet it for me? Thank you. There you go. Thanks. Ooh. This is all gray now. Everything's gray.
Well, I think we might still have pharmacy items in here. We need to switch.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a flat brush. I'm gonna go ahead and use this square flat brush. This is from Fantasy Cosmetics. And I'm just gonna take some of this concealer and line it up with where we want to clean up the eyeshadow. So I'm going to keep that kind of winged look. But I'm just going to kind of fix it to match her, or fit her eye shape a little better. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing over here, except I'm just going to line up the inner corners. Look up. And then also I'm going to do her lash line with this, so I can get as close to the lash line as possible. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that all out with a beauty blender. Look up. And since the eyes are very dark, we're going to go very shimmery and glowy on the face. I'm also going to wipe her eyebrows. Oops. Because we do have some eyeshadow in them. So I'm going to wipe the eyebrows off. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing for concealer on the other eye. And using the same precision brush, just really lining up that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the inner corners. Look up. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and blend that with our Beauty Blender. I actually am going to put some of this extra on the side of her nose. I like to go straight down the side of the nose so the contour can sit here when we get to that part, and then more concealer can sit here and here. Okay. So I basically half blend the concealer with a brush, and then the other half I just blend in with the Beauty Blender. So we're going to make sure all of that concealer is blended nice and evenly. And now we're going to go on to foundation. So we're going to use one of our favorite foundations, which is the Wet n Wild. Wait, no, we're not. That's not one of our favorites. I lied. Hold on. Where's that? Oh, here we go. We're going to use one of our favorites, which is the e.l.f. Medium Coverage Flawless Skin Foundation. So we're going to go all over the face with this. Okay, so now we're just going to put our foundation on, if it'll go. And then I just use a beauty blender to blend this all into the skin. And sometimes I use my foundation brush a little bit if I want to kind of spread it out. Sometimes I'll do this and kind of put it where I want it to go. Especially, I usually do this on the nose to just get in those little crevices, and then I'll just use my beauty blender to blend out any harsh lines. We're going to do a little bit on the neck here.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Blend that into the neck. Oh, is that my hair in the fan? Oh. Mm-hmm. I was like, what is that? Okay, so we do have some eyeshadow in the eyebrows here. So I'm just going to clean that up with some foundation and the brush. Oh my gosh. Look up. Or your head up, so I can get your neck, sorry. We're just going to make sure that jawline is blended too. You don't want to do your face and your neck and then have a line in between. So we're going to make sure that's all blended. And we're also going to reblend that concealer just to make sure that is all blended into the foundation as well. Here, look this way. Okay, so now that we've done all of that, we're going to go ahead and powder, because the rest of the look is going to be pretty much powder contours and stuff like that. So we have this from the Eyescream Box. It's the Eyescream Beauty Diaries contour palette, and we are going to basically contour the face and then powder the face in the places where we want to highlight. So I'm going to take this little highlighting brush first, and I'm going to take this lightest shade, and I'm just going to get some of that on the brush, and I'm going to first go and set her concealer. So look up. I'm going to set her concealer with this. Make sure it's all nice and in place. And this is what we're going to be doing for majority of the face. We will highlight with a light powder in the places that we want to be light, and then we will contour. Look up. And this palette actually smells clean. I don't know how to explain it, but it has this like clean kind of smell to it. It smells really good. So and then I'm also gonna powder here, here, and here. So pretty much the whole T-zone. We don't want that to move. So next we're going to probably take the lighter contour shade. I'm thinking, let me see your wrist. I'm thinking the middle contour shade, with the top one is the middle. So I'm thinking the top one is probably what we're going to use. We might use a little bit of the bottom for like just a little bit, but for the most part we're going to use this more caramely colored one. And we're just going to take this on a little dense contouring brush, and we're going to go from top of the ear, and we're just going to put this directly in the spot where we want to contour. And we're just going to blend that. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just contour. And then I am going to contour a little bit of the temple. So I'm going to go very close to the hairline for this part. And we're just going to go like here. And here. And then maybe a little on the jawline. And you kind of want to go underneath for the jawline one. So we did basically the 3 method, where we make a big 3. And then I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and start to blend this. You want to keep this in, you want to focus on each spot, so you don't want to like just blend everywhere with this part. You kind of want to make sure you're focusing on wherever you put the product. And we're going to do the same thing over here. And I'm glad I used the lighter color because it is giving her sort of a bronzing effect as well, so I'm happy with that. And her face is definitely contoured. I don't know if you guys can see the definition when she looks forward, but the shape of her face has definitely changed a little bit. Do you agree or no?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're definitely more like
Mm-hmm.
upwards. Your face is very much upwards. So I really like this contouring palette. This is actually really good. It has lots of colors, and I think this is one of the few times that we actually have contoured your face.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't done much contouring on you in the past, so I'm going to take the same color, just to remind you I'm using this middle shade right here that I'm dipping the brush in, and I'm just going to go along the edge of the brush, tap that off, and then I'm just going to tap right here onto the nose, and I'm going to take that up into the brow bone a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, where I just tap and kind of take it up into the brow bone a bit. And then we're going to do kind of a little button effect here, where I contour the bottom, there, and then okay, your nose is, my contour was a little crooked. It's making your nose look crooked.
If you look for our one of our Halloween videos where she made me up to look like my 18-inch doll Sabrina, you can see some of the contouring on that one as well.
Yeah.
On, changing the shape of the nose and everything.
So I'm going to take a little blending brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend this into the nose. Sorry everyone, I'm trying to find the perfect brush for this. So I'm going to use this little fluffy brush, and I'm just going to make sure that everything's nice and blended. I do think I need you to look at me. Yeah, face on. And I will fix some of my contouring with, sorry. I'm going fast and you're like blinking fast. Okay, so I am going to fix some of this with this powder. Just because her contour does look a little crooked. So I'm going to take the light powder.
Make my nose look crooked.
Sorry.
You're not trying to be a witch.
And then...
We did some interesting things during Halloween. I wonder what we're going to do this Halloween.
Yeah. I know. We did a lot of makeup during Halloween.
Yeah, we played around a lot with different Halloween looks.
Okay. And as you can see, this, just the simple, change in one little thing when you're contouring can literally make the nose look completely different. So... I'm trying to get rid of that little crook right there. Wait, go look at me forward. So I'm trying to blend that out. How does it look now? Better. Mm-hmm. Your nose has been 3 different shapes so far. Okay.
Well, they're seeing how you can change the shape of your nose.
Yeah.
If you don't like the way your nose looks, you can use makeup to make it look different.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my toe.
Oh. Oops. Sorry.
It would help if I wear shoes, huh?
Trying to make your nose look tiny. It's a little smaller.
Mm-hmm. Well, you did the button, so the button is kind of making it
great.
Glow in the front. Right here.
Yeah.
So that could be what's making you think,
That's giving the illusion.
yeah.
Wait, I think this needs to be longer. More elongated. And then this needs to be smaller.
I caught it. Did you see
got
that?
it. And the button needs to be like tiny.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Nose contour is literally
It's very difficult.
one of the hardest things. But I do really love this contour palette. I will say that it's really awesome. I like the different colors and things, and I think it's pretty good. So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and blend that with a big fluffy brush because we don't want her to have a brown nose. The contouring is cute, but the having a brown nose is
Unless you're brown.
Yeah.
When you're white like me, no brown nose.
Yeah.
I know I'm Hispanic, but there's a lot of white Hispanics.
Okay, so I am going to take this brush again and just make sure that's all blended in. Okay, so now that we have somewhat of a contoured nose that we spent forever on, we're going to take our highlighting palette. This is the Kevin & Co. 6-color highlight palette. It has some beautiful, beautiful colors. And I'm actually going to go in with this pink. Because I really just want like a very pink kind of glowiness to the face. So oh my gosh, look at that highlighter. Wow. That really, wow. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Bless you.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, just highlighting the entire, and I'm going to do a little up here. We just want to kind of highlight the whole face. We want it to be very glowy. That's what we're going for today. So, now that we're a little glowy, we're going to put some blush on to give it some color. We're just going to use this e.l.f. blush. It's in the color Blushing. And I'm just going to use this e.l.f. powder brush, and we're just going to tap this and pack that underneath because we want to be blushing. And I'm going to put a little bit on the nose because I always do. I'm going to go over with the highlight again, just to really make sure the face is highlighted. And then I'm going to use a little brush with the highlighter just to go over the nose, really highlight the points of the nose. And then we're going to highlight the Cupid's bow and the inner corners. Even though the inner corners are a different color, we're still going to highlight with this kind of pinky gold. So the overall highlight is all the same. I'm putting a little bit on the brow bone here. And we are highlighted. Wow. And I'm just going to fix the nose a little bit. It was kind of harsh, so. Okay, I'm just going to make sure everything is nice and blended. I'm going to go over once with this big fluffy brush. And then last but not least for the eyes, we're going to use our new favorite mascara, which is the Milk Makeup High Rise Mascara. It's really cool. It's like silicone on the outside and stuff. So, and this makes her eyelashes look absolutely gorgeous. So that's why we like this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and do her mascara like normal. And I really love how like this is a dark look for the eyes, but the rest of the face is very shimmery and bright and almost daytime. Like it's a nighttime eye and then a daytime face. So I love all the glitter. I wish you guys could see in person. I'm literally looking at her right now and there's highlight on her cheek and her nose and her inner corner and her eyelids and just glitter everywhere, glitter galore. As you guys might already guessed, I love glitter, so blink. Okay, look up. I'm gonna very lightly do her bottom lashes. Her bottom lashes will get extremely long, so I'm just gonna lightly put that on there. And uh-oh, I messed up. Wait, don't rub it yet.
All that work you did on my poor little nose.
I know. It's okay, guys. I have a solution. But I really love this mascara on her lashes. It makes them very, very long and voluminous. So, oop. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it really just completes the whole entire look. Uh-oh, am I going too close to your lash line or are your eyes hurting?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I am not on my game with the mascara today. Blink. Don't blink. Don't blink. Just look straight. Yeah, perfect. Cool. Okay, so we have two mess ups here. She looks a little funny, but don't worry.
It's a beauty mark. You're looking for
Where's the spoolie?
the who?
The spoolie. The spoolie.
I don't know what that is.
It's like the mascara wand things.
It's not in there.
No. I think this is one. No. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna use a little spoolie to get this black off of her. We're just gonna kind of gently go back and forth, and as you can see, takes it right off. And I'm just gonna blend over that with my beauty blender. Good as new. Then we're gonna do the same thing over here. Just lightly buff that out. And sorry, that's not very light. And press that into her skin. And then there we have it. The finished smoky purpley eye thing look. So it was quite a process to do this look, but I actually kind of like it. It's something new that I've never seen on you before. And the only thing I wasn't happy with was the pigments, which is shocking because usually I'm happy with everything that's in the ice cream boxes. Usually I love everything, but that what is it called? That purple pigment was not my favorite. I really did not like it. So that's just my personal opinion. Maybe I applied it wrong, or there's something different you would have done with it. But in my personal opinion, I didn't really like the loose pigmented shadows. So maybe the other one might be a little bit better. I'm not sure. But I think it all turned out in the end. I really love this smoky look. It's a very date night kind of look, going out kind of look. So I really like it. I think it turned out cute. And I think this is our first smoky eye, so yeah.
So let us know in the comments what you thought about what Mary did to my eyes today and the rest of my face. And also what you thought about the ice cream box. And I'll put a link to the ice cream box in the description box for you, a link to the coffee box, and I will look to see if I can find these palettes online, and if I can, I will put links to those as well, in case maybe you don't want the eye cream box, but there was something in it that you really liked and really want to try. So please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for staying for the long haul today. We appreciate you, and if you haven't subscribed, we would love it if you would consider subscribing to our channel. And those of you who have subscribed, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate you so much. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.